Hey guys, I'm Mel, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about Demon Hunter's I Will Fail You and why I love this song. So if you're not familiar with the song, pause this video and go check out their official music video and watch that first. Alright, now before I talk about what I love about the song, I do want to give you a little story because I feel like I need some redemption. I recently got to meet the band, Demon Hunter, at an Evening with Demon Hunter concert tour experience, which was phenomenal. And I highly recommend for every band to do an event like that. It was just Demon Hunter. They performed for over 2 hours. They did a full acoustic set and a heavy set. They had an intermission. It was an open venue, so there weren't any stupid chairs in the way of having fun. And overall, it was a fantastic experience. Now, I do not like standing in lines, and general admission, like open events like that, typically you have to get there early and stand in a line so you can get a good place and be up next to the stage. So to circumvent that, I bought VIP passes. The VIP pass ended up being worth like its weight in gold, actually. Sometimes a VIP experience is just some kind of Q&A with the band or different things, but in this time, I got merchandise, I got to meet the band, I got autographs right there in front of me, not pre-signed merchandise, and my photo taken with the band. It was awesome. Until it wasn't. Because during the autograph session, the lead singer for the band, Ryan Clark, turned to me and asked me if there was any song that I was hoping they would play that night. Which, in most circumstances, would have been an amazing opportunity. Like, he opened up the door so wide, and here I am with so much passion for their music, and specifically Ryan's lyrics in a lot of these songs, that I had an open discourse with the man and the mastermind behind these lyrics. And instead of acting like a person, I acted like a stupid giddy schoolgirl and exclaimed how I Will Fail You is my favorite song. Ryan's response was, as one would probably expect, not super ecstatic, considering that I Will Fail You is Demon Hunter's most commercially successful single to date, and it is a song that they will be playing over and over again until they die. So as much as he likes it, I'm sure he's not thrilled to hear that response everywhere that he goes, but he will forevermore. Anyhow, so that's how I got here. I Will Fail You is one of my all-time favorite Demon Hunter songs. And right now, in the current place that I am in life, it is my favorite song. It is kind of playing in my head all the time. And I am not in the position that Ryan is in, or other musicians, or athletes, or actors, in particular Christian, idols per se, that are role models in the world, because there is this huge pressure that is put on people in that kind of position, to where you're expected to perform above and beyond everybody else because of the fact that you're standing in this limelight in front of everybody else. But the truth is that we're all humans, and every one of us makes mistakes. I will fail you. You will fail me. He will fail you. She will fail you. Everybody is going to fail somewhere. Everybody is going to make bad decisions. Everyone is going to make mistakes. That's just part of being human. But there is this expectation. There is this pedestal. There is this drive for perfection that is put on some people and not other people. I don't have 1 million followers. I am not up on stage every weekend. I am not in that kind of limelight. But I understand that pressure. I grew up as the golden child, as the teacher's pet, as little Miss Perfect, goody two-shoes. And I do go places and I act like a know-it-all. And I try to do everything right the first time. And I like being perfect. I like doing the right thing. I like being somebody that other people look up to. But I am not perfect, and I do make mistakes, and I do make bad choices. I may not make them as often as other people, but it happens because I'm human, and I'm not perfect. But that expectation and that position on the pedestal above other people is just completely devastating to somebody like me. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever been up on a pedestal? Do you know how much it hurts when you fall off of it? Like, I'm just telling you, it hurts. It hurts to be in that position. It hurts to have somebody look at you and be like, oh, yeah, well, they did that, but it's okay, because, you know, they make bad choices. I make the same mistake, and it's like the whole world comes crashing down. It's a cataclysmic event, because Mel doesn't do that. Mel doesn't make bad choices. Mel's perfect. Mel is never wrong. Mel is always right. Mel is always the perfect one. Mel does there's only so much that Mel is capable of doing. And it is impossible to hold to that standard. And I understand that. I understand that more than ever this past year, and things that I've gone through in my personal life and interactions that I've had with people around me, of just most of the time I meet those expectations, but there's a point where I fail. And when I fail to meet your expectations, when I fail to meet other people's expectations, it's devastating. And it hurts to feel like it's just completely unfair to be held to a higher standard than other people. Like, there's nothing special about me. I don't have a superpower for being good. There is nothing about me that makes me capable of doing something better or more often being perfect than anybody else. Like, I'm a human being like everybody else. And that's where we are as humans. Like, people fail. It's what we do. And I'm just like everybody else. So those personal feelings is what drives me to just love this song, to listen to it, to understand, because so many times, like, I just want to reiterate that too, of like, I will fail you. I'm going to fail you, and I'm going to fail me. And trust me, no matter how much I fail you, it hurts a lot worse to me. People expect me to convey a certain standard, to meet certain expectations, but the expectations that I have on myself are exponentially higher than the ones that anyone else has for me. And when I fail, you can bet that when I fail, I'm going to bring the hammer down on myself so hard that nobody else needs to do anything about it. Like, you just need to come and comfort me and remind me that I'm not perfect, that I will fail, because I am over here beating myself up about it, because that's what I do, because I expected myself to do so much. The other thing about the song is just the fact that you have to keep in mind your expectations of other people, right? You can't put your expectations in somebody else, because they're going to fail you. And in the video, Ryan is driving a car, and towards the end you see this man who is bound and gagged, and he's in the passenger seat, and he has no control over anything. And that's the way that I feel sometimes. It's like, yeah, people can get upset with me if I mess up, but they shouldn't have put so much faith in me. You shouldn't have let me drive the car when you could have driven it yourself. If you saw that, you know, I was struggling to stay awake, if you saw that I had more to drink than I should have, you shouldn't have let me have the keys. Like, that's on you too. And we have to keep in mind, like, our expectations of other people, that we can't put the bar so high, that we can't give our eggs in somebody else's basket, you know? You can't count on your parents or your teacher or your boss or your spouse or your best friend or anybody in your life to always meet every expectation that you have. It's not their purpose in life. We have relationships with other people because it makes us stronger in life. But you can't expect another person to live your life for you. You can't rely on somebody else to make you happy or to make your decisions for you. You have to do that yourself. That's your responsibility. And if you forego your responsibility and give it to somebody else, when things happen, you can't blame them on that. You're the one who released it to somebody else. Like, you gave the reins to somebody else, and you can't do that in life. Like, only you are responsible for you. I have to say that I also love the fact that Ryan used the word forevermore. It's a really good word. I like that. I love when lyrics like that make it into songs. And the last thing that I love about the song is the fact that it is kind of a chilling power ballad. And for somebody like me, I really like heavy music. I love metal music in particular. But I grew up performing in choir and show choir and things of that nature. And I am a first soprano, so singing / screaming / whatever you call metal music is not really my forte as far as rocking out. Like, I would be more suited to sing opera. But that's the cool thing about power ballads, right? Is because, especially ones that kind of have that cold tone that I Will Fail You has, it's more chilling in a way. And because of that, I think it would make an awesome duet where I could see myself singing with Ryan, and I could sing this harmony, like soprano harmony, with them. I think that would be pretty cool. So I'm Mel, I think about everything. So yeah, and that's why I love I Will Fail You. It's my favorite Demon Hunter song. I have a lot of other favorite songs too, especially ones that are more fun to rock out to at concerts than that one. But yep, that was the go-to in the moment because I'm so passionate about it. I love so much of what it stands behind. In retrospect, I probably would have said Gasoline though. I love that song because it's kind of sarcastic and cheeky like me. Because whoever put out a fire by putting gasoline on it, like, I love it. It's clever. It's a lot of fun. But pretty much I love all of the Demon Hunter songs. I'd be harder pressed to pick one that I didn't want. I could have stayed there all night and listened to them sing every song that they've ever written before. That's the truth. So anyway, I'm Mel. That's my thoughts on Demon Hunters I Will Fail You. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have any ideas on what else that I should talk about on my channel, because I don't really know where I'm going and what I'm doing with this, but here we go. Thanks for coming along on the journey. I'll see you next time.